Hello and welcome to News 9. I'm Nishtita, and first up, Narendra Modi is all set to take Karnataka by storm, but Koppal's heat is likely to dampen his spirits. The rally is expected to start shortly, but by the looks of things, there's hardly any crowd to greet the BJP Prime Ministerial candidate. Well, strict security arrangements have been put in place. Elaborate arrangements have been made for the people to come in, but looks like the crowds are unwilling to come in since it's too hot to say. Well, Narendra Modi earlier addressed a gathering in Kasaragod and now will be reaching Koppal in just a matter of time and addressing a huge gathering. At least it was expected to be a huge gathering, but doesn't look like it at the moment. Will the crowds increase with passing time, or will Koppal's heat, the unbearable heat, keep the crowds away? Probably one of the lowest attendances that a Modi rally has seen in the recent past. Let's not forget that Koppal is one of the more arid areas of the state, and currently the temperature stands at 36 degrees Celsius. Since it is dry heat, it is burning, and people are choosing to stay indoors rather than come out and witness Modi in a rally. Supporters of Narendra Modi, however, distributing merchandise which includes T-shirts with Modi's face printed on it, caps as well as flags for supporters who are coming in. But even as the wait is on, the crowds seems to have considerably dwindled thanks to the Koppal weather. Well, it's currently 36 degrees Celsius in Koppal, but in a massive ground like the one that you can see on the television screens without any trees around, it is definitely torturous for people to stand in the hot sun to watch their leader speak. Hence it seems like people have chosen to watch all of it on television rather than appear in person, as a very minuscule crowd has gathered for Modi's rally. And moving on to the big news just coming in, ADR releases list of Lok Sabha candidates with criminal cases against them. BJP has 9 candidates with criminal cases against them and Congress has 6. JDS has 8 candidates with criminal cases filed against them. This is the big news that is just coming in. ADR has released names of candidates in view of the upcoming Lok Sabha elections who have criminal cases registered against them. Well, my colleague Arun joins us with more details on this. Well, Arun, what more can you tell us?
Nishita, that's right. Clearly, the list is quite an embarrassing one. It includes virtually everyone from every major party. And one of the prominent names which appears in this particular list of names who have criminal charges includes the former Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa, who's got 9 charges against him. It includes the close confidant of the Reddy brothers, B. Sriramlu, who's the BJP's candidate from Bellary. It also includes, incidentally enough, Nandini Alva, who's the JDS nominee for Bangalore Central. So clearly the list quite an interesting read in the sense that it lists all those people who have criminal cases against them, virtually raising questions as to whether these are the kind of people who would be the apt kind of people to represent us in an august forum like the Parliament, Nishtita.
Right, absolutely, without a doubt. And now that we see BJP having 9 candidates with criminal cases registered against them, Congress having 6 as well as JDS having 8, this can have a certain amount of influence in the on the voters' mind, considering that during the assembly elections it was corruption that was a single major issue that probably decimated the BJP. Arun, stay with us. Let's quickly listen in to what the officials of ADR had to say.
And repeat criminal cases. Like one of the gentlemen here, his criminal record runs into several pages. Summary is formed. So such people should be barred from contesting elections. So the court is looking into it.
Sir, this criminal record section, you have a more detailed list of containers because when you're talking about the three major parties, there's a few, I mean, how many? Three, four in each party, right? You have the list of the other.
Yes, beyond Karnataka, if you want for the whole section.
Yeah,
Karnataka, the entire detail is here.
No, I'll show you the pages. Please see page 25 of the English press release. All I request some friends, please read the entire thing. Summary is only highlights. Chinuku matra. Purti details nodrede gottagadu kate. Inna ಏನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತಾಡಬಹುದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಊಟ ಇದೆ, we can have lunch and then go. So I request again to the media to highlight this detail. It is everybody's right to know these details.
So all the political parties, especially the nationalist political parties, they made a big issue regarding black money. So far, any political party has, even in the manifesto also, they have not come forward. What will you do?
We agree. I mean, we share that sense of frustration. It is not. They say they want to recover black money which is outside India. They don't want to know anything about the black money right in front of our eyes. I mean, Nandana Reddy was giving simple examples. All of you know more.
For the legal challenge.
See,
that is a good question.
No, legal challenge. What can we do? Black money, as I said, we are not we don't have the investigative resources to find black money. What we can do is, if citizens can provide us evidence of saying in one case or in one or two cases there are candidates who are spending more money than 70 lakhs, whether black or white, then that is a ground for challenge. We have to find the right case for challenging. See, everything cannot be gone to the court. Even parties have.
How do you find out that XYZ has spent more than 70 lakhs?
See, only vigilance. Only vigilance. And thankfully now our party leaders also, some of them are coming out in the open and saying that they have spent. Like we had Gopinath Munde's case, we have other cases. Well, media also needs to be vigilant about it. I'm sure media knows more than what they reveal. So if they also point out these cases, then it will be helpful.
I want to say something on that. See, on this thing, now ADR's website ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು election watch reporter ಇದೆ. So anybody with Android phone, they can download that application, and if you see big rally or money or liquor being distributed, sarees being distributed, they can take photographs, and we are getting hundreds of complaints which were forwarded to the election commission. So if there are some norms that if there is a rally, so many cars are there, so many people are there, they have some benchmark and say so much money should have been spent. So if we have enough evidence that too much money is being spent, we should complain to election commission, and we should also actually go to the court saying that yes, elections have been set aside. The famous Indira Gandhi case was set aside because of misuse of official resources for elections. So it is up to citizens to take action, because we cannot, as a small organization, do everything.
Who is the richest candidate in the country
Mr. Nathan Reddy.
among all the constituencies?
Yes.
As of now.
See, I will still say as of now, and we have looked at data from 2004, the closest was the Maharaja of Mysore, who had declared 1,522 crores at that time. Now he is no longer alive. But other than that, this is the richest candidate. But I would again like to repeat that in our country, we think that being rich is wrong. I wish everybody in this country is a crorepati. We should be aiming for everybody to be a crorepati. Only question we are saying is that if there is a sudden spurt in wealth of anybody, it should be investigated. Public doubt should be cleared whether he has earned it or not. If a politician day in and day out is doing politics and nothing else, where does he have time to earn so much money? We want to know this. So once that is cleared, it's okay.
But here the candidates declare their asset, but they don't reveal how they have earned so much of money.
That is the next step.
This is
We
the
have to defer it. We have to go back and back to the court. The cases takes a long time. But yes, where is he getting money? Is he getting money from CIA, from KGB, from Pakistan, from black money, from some gangster, or he is getting it from legitimate means? Public has a right to know where this income is coming from. Yes, we need to know that.
So shouldn't that come in the clause?
It is there. Now the income tax returns are also being filed. But in the interest of time, we have declared this assets because we had very little time. Later on, we will release whatever is filed in income tax. But source and all is a big legal battle.
You want to say something about your Abhyana?
No, I think that's okay. We leave it with ADR today.
Okay, thank you very much.
It's a very important thing.
Well, in fact, there we have the members of ADR releasing list of Lok Sabha candidates with criminal cases against them, even going on to point out that it is not wrong for the candidates to be wealthy or rich, but at the same time, if there is a disproportionate rise in income, then probably it will have to be investigated. The JDS has 8 candidates with criminal cases, while the Congress's candidates stand at 6 and the BJP stands at 9. Let's not forget that corruption and such cases, such criminal cases, is what proved to be a turning point in the state assembly elections. Will they make as much of a difference in the Lok Sabha elections? We'll have to wait and watch. Well, Arun, now coming back to you. Now, this is definitely bad news for all the candidates who have been mentioned in this report, but will we see the kind of upheaval, the kind of reaction that we saw from the voters during the state assembly elections?
Nishita, that is the need of the hour. You will have to decide. If you are a voter, you will have to decide for yourself whether you want to elect a person with a criminal background to represent you in the one of the most hallowed institutions of the parliament, that's the Parliament House, or whether you want a person with a cleaner image. That's in fact the mandate with which the Aam Aadmi Party or the AAP itself was born. So clearly, the decision actually lies with the voter. He will have to do 2 things. He will have to exercise his franchise and then decide for himself whether he will be willing to back this kind of a person with a criminal background to go into the Parliament House, or whether he wants to vote for a change. But definitely that's the most operative issue that needs to be tackled at this point of time, whether a person is willing to root for somebody else who doesn't have a criminal background, who has a much cleaner image at this point of time, Nishita.
Right, and also we understand that these names will be forwarded to the Election Commission as well as the court. Legally, if we go on to see, will we see these candidates being actually pulled up, not being allowed to contest elections? Is that possible?
Technically speaking, there could be room for that kind of an action, but it remains to be seen what happens, because this list that we are talking of is something which is available in public domain. It is something which everyone knows of. It's kind of a list which is perhaps known because of the fact that these people have done something wrong and there have been FIRs or cases filed against them. But in spite of that, they do have the tendency to get nominated from a major political party, and they do manage to canvass and campaign for themselves. So clearly there is a lot of slip between the cup and the lip, so to speak, Nishita, but clearly a very embarrassing development for India and democracy in India, because remember, the most vibrant example of democracy worldwide is India, and if we are going to put out these kind of examples, then we make a laughing stock of ourselves, Nishita.
Right, thank you for joining us with all those details, Arun. Well, there we have it, 9 candidates of the BJP, 6 from Congress and 8 from the JDS have criminal cases registered against them, and now ADR is demanding action. Will be forwarding these names to the EC. Probably a case will be registered, and the court will look into whether these candidates can indeed go ahead and contest elections.